You do a lot of cover work. How would you approach a cover versus like a print that you're doing or a commission or something like that? How do you decide what the cover is going to look like?
I mean, a cover needs to be a striking image. Like every month, there's so many covers that come out. So I think you got to think about how can my cover stand out from other covers out there versus a commission is a little more character-based. Maybe I don't need to worry about the background as much or something. Maybe just kind of focus about the character on a white background. Also, with a cover, you might want to tell a story a little bit based on what's happening in the book. Like, how can you sum up the general idea of what's happening in this issue with one single image? A lot of times when characters are fighting, that's tricky because you're going to see the back of one character and the front of one character, but you kind of want both of them to face the cover. So simple things like that, you just kind of want to keep tweaking until you kind of get all those elements across as clearly as you can on a cover.
Totally. And you've done a lot of the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Were you a fan growing up?
I was a fan. I guess I'm more of a fan now. Like, I have two sons who are like really into that stuff. So, we love the new series on Nickelodeon. And then there's like another new one that just started now. And I watch other shows with my kids. So I liked it as a kid, but I think I like it even more now because it's sort of like something I share with my kids that we're really into.
How do you approach like drawing something you really love? Like, you have feelings for it. Like, are you a little more careful, or are you just excited to draw something you care about?
Definitely. The first couple times I did like a Jack Skellington something, I kind of stopped halfway through and I was thinking, I can't bring in myself to this because it's already so perfect. There's no way you can't change what Jack looks like. But then you realize, okay, what is it that makes Jack Jack? You know, like he's long and he's skinny. As long as I keep that, the facial expression. There's certain like elements that you can't take away. But then there's some things you have a little bit of room to play with to bring style to. But yeah, something that's really close to me like that. It's a little harder, but when I feel like I do it justice, it's exciting also to think, wow, I got to bring something special to a character I already love so much.
Cool, that is super exciting. And obviously I'd be remiss if I didn't say you're a musician, you're in Good Charlotte, you're a guitarist. There's a lot of musicians in comics. Why do you think that is? Why do the two mediums complement each other so much?
I'm not sure. I think art is art to me. With anything, there's no template, there's no rules. You just grab an idea out of thin air and you start molding it into something, whether it's like the first note of a song or the first line you put down on paper. And I just feel like that part of my brain just works the same. And I think art and music, if you're good at one, there's a chance, if you're not good at the other, you could at least give it a try and you would probably understand it. So I think that a lot of mediums kind of go together like that. And honestly, I just really love both. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always loved both. And I just feel lucky that I managed to make a career out of doing both,
Do you have a lot of fans coming here all the time, or how has it been?
It is good. At a concert, it's a little more chaotic because, every person at that venue is there to see your band. Whereas here, there's thousands of people and it's a little more spread out. So there's like a chunk of fans here who want to come and meet me. Then I can have a little more of like a one-on-one conversation at my booth, which is nice. I think if I were to set like signing times, like Billy will be here at 1 o'clock to sign, it would be a little bit more chaotic because all the people would have to line up. But I sit at my booth all day, so people can kind of casually come through and meet me and have a conversation. So it's nice like that. It makes it a little different. And for a while, we didn't tour for about 4.5 years or so, Good Charlotte. We took a long hiatus, and all I did was drawing and comic work. So would go to Comic-Cons all around America, and that was kind of like my tour for a little bit, and meeting fans and just sort of, drawing, doing like live, commissions on the spot, and that's sort of like my concert, So to some degree, it was a similar experience, just different,